Today's lesson is on pork chops. Each of you get 2 pork chops. Let's go ahead and get started. This may be your easiest lab yet. So I've got 2 pork chops. They're relatively small. So each of you gets 2. You see how small they are? Not that big. I went ahead and seasoned these with soy sauce, salt, Worcestershire sauce. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and heat up your pan. I went ahead and sprayed some Pam in here because I'm low on oil. But if you have some oil, go ahead and put some oil in the pan. Let it heat up. Then you're going to take a pair of tongs and transfer the meat to the pan. Go ahead and put them both into the pan. Now make sure that there's space between the pork chops, because if you don't, they're going to steam. And if there's too much steam, then they can't get the nice crisp edges. They won't be able to do the Maillard reaction. Now it's important to get a different set of tongs because these are contaminated with raw pork. When you're ready, go ahead and take a new pair of tongs and flip your meat. Get that nice Maillard reaction on there. Now make sure to either wash your tongs or get a new set, because now that the meat has been cooked on both sides, we don't want to spread the raw germs on it all over again. You'll know that this is done when it reaches 145 degrees internally. So you're going to stick your thermometer into the thickest part. When it gets to 145, we're good to go. Okay, make sure to check both of them in case one is thicker than the other. All right, and then what about these little pink spots? They don't look so appetizing, so just take your tongs and smear those spots individually to get nice crisp edges. So much better. This one has a little bit of light color. Let's sear it. Now we're going to take it out and let it rest for 3 minutes. It's important to let it rest before we eat it so that the muscle has time to relax and the juices can redistribute. And that way we'll have a nice juicy product instead of having all the juices pour out onto the plate. Now that the meat is cooled down a little bit, we can go ahead and cut it. Now it's important that when we cut, we don't cut straight. We cut on the diagonal and keep all the pieces together. Now when I plate this, I'm going to slide my knife underneath to transport it. It just looks nicer when we keep all the pieces together. And now I can fan them out. And then just fan them out a little bit. It's a lot easier to do this with 2 hands. And I have this beautiful salad. You guys can plate your pork chops however you like. And this is how my salad turned out. Pork chop salad. Just needs some dressing.